Hi, my name's Alex, and I'm a junior at the college. Thank you, Congresswoman, for coming and speaking with us tonight. My question is it's a little bit more international. Traditionally, the United States has been a force for democracy in the world and promoting democracy in the world. But, especially now in light of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, how can the United States continue to credibly promote and support democracy around the world when it seems like it's falling apart here at home?
Well, I think number one, we need to make sure that we're doing everything necessary to support the Ukrainian people in their battle against the Russian invasion. I don't know that I can say I was surprised, but I think it's really disgraceful that today Minority Leader McCarthy suggested that if the Republicans get the majority back, that we will not continue to provide support for the Ukrainians. What's happening in Ukraine today shows is that democracy must be better armed than tyranny. And there are a whole range of programs, many of them I've worked on for large parts of my career, to help countries that are emerging democracies, to help countries develop the rule of law and establish a private sector and empower women. And those are all really important. And American leadership is really important. But you also have to make sure that democracy is better armed than tyranny. And today, Ukraine is the front line in the battle for freedom. And the world, not just America, but the world has an obligation to make sure that Ukraine prevails. And when you look at the sort of post-World War II world, and you think about the extent to which it has, for the most part, been an era that has been characterized by the expansion of freedom, by economic opportunity, by security. All of those things have not been accidental. They've come because America was leading. And if America decides, and there are people in the Democratic Party and people in the Republican Party who advocate that America should pull back, that we should return to an isolationist kind of foreign policy, that's a recipe for the Russias of the world, the Irans of the world, the North Koreas of the world, for them to fill the void. And if you think, China is another example. A world in which China is the predominant power will be a global surveillance state. And that is not a global order that any of us want our children to have to suffer in. So I think America's role in the world really matters, and American leadership really matters.